Hey YouTube, and here's a quick video on the YN560 and what the buttons do. The reason why I'm doing this, a customer has bought one on my review of the flash and he's really new to it and he doesn't understand what the buttons do. So I'll quickly go through this now. Your first button here is the, you don't know if you heard it then, but it beeps. Basically, when you've got it in the M mode, when your flash, or it's on your camera, when your flash is recycled, you will get the beep. That's what M mode is for. That's what this little beep is for. Okay. The next button is the mode button. Now, if you press the mode button, you'll start off in M, S1, S2, and multi. M stands for the flash going off in if you've got triggers. So if you've got some nice triggers that you bought or cheap triggers from eBay so that you can have this off camera, that's what the M mode is for. You'll put it in M. Okay, so if you've got triggers, use M. If you haven't got triggers, you can press the mode button and go to S1. What that means is that will go off when another flash goes off. So if you've got, I don't know, an ETTL flash on your camera, you can tell the flash to go off when another light goes off. That's what S1 is. S2, you press your mode button again, you get S2. S2 is for the ETTL. Now, if you're quite new to it, you probably won't even understand what I'm on about, but I'll still say it. S2 is if you're using an ETTL flash on your camera. You've got to put this in S2 because an ETTL flash sends out a pre-flash, and if you have it in S1, it won't work correctly. So you need to have it in S2. And multi is so that you can, you're not going to use it yet, so to be honest I won't really go into it, but it's for when you want the flash to fire and pulse loads of times, but I won't go into it. You're new to it, so you don't really need to worry about it. So if we press the mode button again and go back to him, then you asked about your zoom. Right, basically what this does is, there's a diffuser out here at the top, not that one, the plastic one. If you pull that out, your zoom is 17mm or 14, I can't remember which one. If you put it in, you can manually, I don't know if you can see it on the back of the flash and go in now. If you go down to 24mm, what this means is when your flash goes off, it will emit a wider beam of light. So if you're using it as an air light or something, you could really zoom right into 105mm and it'll give a right tight spot of light. And then if you want a nice wide softer light from it, like, you can go to 24mm. So there's your zoom buttons. These here are your power settings. So if you look, we're on minimum power now. If I press the one on the right, it'll turn it up to 164, which is one full stop, from 64 to 32, from 16 to 1/8 to 1/4 to 1/2 to 1/1. They're all full stop increments, so they're turning the flash up and down in one full stop increments. Then you've got the up and down buttons, which turn it in thirds of a stop. So if you press it, you've got +3, +2, and then you'll go up to 3/3 of a stop, 2/3 of a stop, and you'll go up to a 64th power. So if we go down one click, down 2, down 3, and then you've gone down a full stop. So you can use this if you the left and right arrows if your flash is a million miles away and say you were really dark, you might use the right arrow key and turn it up, but then you might get it to a 16th power and it's a slightly bit too bright, but then you'll go back to an 8, a 32, and it'll be too dark. So when you're at 16th, you can do little tweaks with the up and down arrows then. And that's about it really. There's not really much else I can say. There's your pilot button. Bearing in mind, if you put it on your camera, it's a fully manual flash, so you'll have to manually set it up. But I hope that helps you just with those buttons. It's a really simple flash to use. You've got your mode button, which to be honest is M for normal triggers that you buy off eBay. S1 if you want it to go off when your pop-up flash goes off, or another flash. S2 for an ETTL pre-flash. Then you've got your zoom. At the minute I've got it on 24mm, so it'll zoom a quite wide angle of light. I'll get a quite wide beam out of it. But if I knock it up to 105, it'll tighten that beam right down. We'll just knock it down. Then you've got your left and right arrows, which will turn the flash up one full stop every time you press it or down, and then you've got the in-between points here to tweak the flash. I hope that helps, and I hope it answers your question, and thanks for watching.